University. We're talking about
aftermarket parts and aftermarket installers. This one's just educational. We're not going to beat anybody up. None of that crap. Just going to educate you guys at bikes. We all know what Loctite is, right? Blue, red, right? We know all this crap, right? We're all old school guys. Okay. If your shop does this, go to a different shop. There's no reason to have this amount of Loctite.
too much or too little?
Way too much. Look at it. It's stuck in where the threads. It's stuck in where the threads aren't even at. So look at stupid, right? So imagine this hard ass shit floating through your motors like crystal, right? So the way you stop that is you don't use this. This is old school. This is what the old guys did with the old bikes, all that crap. Regular Loctite, Worth, any of this shit, it all crystallizes. Honda is the only company that made a Loctite that liquefies. They're really cheap. This little bottle is probably like $5 and it'll last you in your garage 4 or 5 years. Screw the tops on them, they're good. It's a Honda product. Honda liquefies. The idea of Loctite is just to be on the thread part, not fill gaps. Not fill gaps, right? So we're seeing a lot of guys that get cams put in within 1,000 miles. They're clogging the spray jets for the pistons, and they're knocking pistons out of them. Because when they leave it all loose like this, it crystallizes when it gets hot because it's not in the threads, and then it flows through the motor. And a Harley filters the oil after it runs through the engine, so you're fucked. So in other words, anything internal in this shop, you have to use Honda Loctite. So if it does get past the threads and gets to an open spot, it liquefies and the oil filter will grab it. It'll just roll through the engine, it'll blend in with the oil.
Internal with the motor.
Harley says buy new bolts for everything you do. Do never use a re-bolt. The only reason they say that is because the bolt's not a piece of shit. It's because they Permatex their own Loctite into it. If I had a new bolt here, I'd show you. But they come with their own Loctite. That's why they say replace the bolts, because it comes with fresh Loctite. It has nothing to do with stretch or they're weak. This stupid thing is only torqued down to like 8 foot-pounds. Second problem we're seeing with guys, these are super common. We use the crap out of them. Every motor that gets built here gets this.
Lifter cups.
Lifter cups. Woods cams, this one's a Woods? I don't know who this is. No, this is a Screaming Eagle. Okay, so if you look really close, this is one that was installed wrong. Not the lifter, the plate. So this actually slides in and out, right? Well, if it's leaving a score mark where it's chattering, it means that when the guy torqued this bolt down, he torqued it sideways. So it's rubbing, it's eating the lifter out of it. It's eating the aluminum block out of it. There's a right way to put these in and a wrong way to put them in. This was a wrong way to put them in. So it's just educational. You guys do what you want with it. I know you shops will hate my ass because you're all getting called to the mat, but I really don't care. S&S pumps, we all use them, right? We all see them. You can almost see the outer round. You can almost see the outer round. Let me turn it up right. You can almost see the outer round on the cam, right? What do you think? That bushing's absolutely wore out. This has got 1,000 miles on it. We just leave it around so we can show customers. If you're gonna use an S&S, Screaming Eagle, and it eats the cam. So the cam's no good, right? This is a nice, I don't know what the hell it is, but it's tore up. These plates, you actually have to align them. You have to align them to the crank, and they'll align the top piece. But you can see where the bushing's totally eaten away on here because it wasn't aligned when it was put in. This is not old school crap anymore, guys. Twin cams, Evos, you're right. Just bolt the shit in and go. M8s, you guys know I do a lot of M8s. You need to align these. We actually made adapter pins that go into the block that put these in straight. That way the crank is sitting straight with this bushing and the cam sitting straight with this bushing. If not, eats this bushing out of it, tears the cranks out of them. We've replaced a lot of cranks, and they tear the cams out of them because you're not aligning the things. So this is just educational crap. Align these, align these. If you use the S&S fueling or any of the aftermarket ones, they have adjustable oil pumps. Before you fire them up, you need to take the oil pressure light switch off and put a real gauge on it and set it. M8s, 55 pounds max. max hot, revved up. If they're above that, they will piss themselves out the air cleaner all over your leg, make a mess. You guys have seen it, it's all over the internet. You guys see that I run a tube. I run a tube in the dyno room in case they do pump oil. I don't have to worry about it cleaning the whole motorcycle. We've seen a couple of the soft tails, not baggers, but soft tails that piss their brains out. The oil pumps were reading 63 PSI, warmed up, revved up. Those bikes all spit oil out of them. Change the pumps out, 53 pounds. So they had a problem. There's obviously a problem somewhere in the line. If you got one that's spitting oil out of it, and Harley, you ought to listen too, because you guys can't even figure it out yet. But we figured it out. It's literally in the oil pump. It's in the oil pump. It's in the pressure relief valve. It's not working. Aftermarket oil filters, do not use them on an M8 or a Gen 1, Gen 2. The Gen 2s have a 1-inch bigger oil filter. They hold more oil. All these aftermarket ones hold half as much oil. I don't care what the stupid advertisement crap is on the internet about how it filters better. It doesn't get the oil out of the engine. The filter is not big enough. It's a big, heavy aluminum crap. All they do is hold heat. The stock ones are thin tin, lets the heat disperse, and they hold more oil in them. Pressure relief valves are different from every single motorcycle. You can't use an Evo oil filter on a twin cam or an M8. It won't have the right pop-off pressure. You can use a twin cam on an Evo. Evos aren't that picky. But the newer bikes, like these M8s, Gen 1s, Gen 2s, they're like building Japanese motorcycles. Start measuring. Start paying attention. This is absolutely fucking unacceptable. We've had guys do so much Loctite on these bolts that they literally clog the engines up. Do yourself a favor. The guy ain't using this, go somewhere else. This is the only thing you use internally in a Harley Davidson engine, especially because of the filtering system. Don't use any of this inside of a Harley Davidson engine. Go over to Honda, order yourself red, blue, and green. Put them in your garage. They're $5. This does not crystallize. Align these. Align these. It's like throwing away parts. Stupid. Anyways, you guys asked for some educational stuff. Here's some simple little things that we do in the shop that why we don't have problems. We don't